now, let me proceed to the next one, which is the UNESCO. UNESCO stands for United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization under United Nations or UN, which encourage international peace and universal respect for human rights by promoting and collaborating among men and women. And they have set a competency framework for teacher in ICT or Information and Communication Technology. As of now, you can see the chart or the framework that UNESCO has made, which is the competency framework for teacher in ICT or Information and Communication Technology. And those guidelines recommend that the identification of ICT competency for teacher should be based on a clear understanding of a country's overall approach to ICT use in education. That's all. Thank you for listening and I hope you learned something.
Good day. So I am here to report about the plan evaluation in education. Plan evaluation in education, it is a gathered information or analysis from the students or the teachers. Later, I will give some examples in my
Good assessment and evaluation strategies start with understanding the difference between assessment and evaluation. Assessment is the process of gathering data about students' performance using various tools like teachers' observation, activities, or quizzes to capture the students' know and understand.
Hello, my report is about constructive and sequential objectives of ICT. So when we talk about objectives, it is the goal of the teachers that must be taught to the students.
The first one that I'm going to discuss is the constructive objectives of ICT, which are the following: utilitarian, social, cultural, and personal objectives. The first one is the utilitarian objectives of ICT, which helps the students know their capabilities and limitations to become competent and confident users of ICT. It also prepares the students for the changes that might happen in the future. Next is the social objectives, which is about facilitating the students to have a better communication and interaction with teachers, co-students, and also in the social media. The third one is the cultural objectives, which is about appreciating the cultural heritage of our own country and also the other countries in the world with the help of technology. The last one is the personal objectives, which is about developing the personal skills, interests, and abilities of the students to become an effective users of ICT. Moving on, the sequential objectives are the following: managing and operating, investigating, communicating, creating, and ethics and cyber safety.
Hello everyone, I'm here to discuss about the overview of the 3 inputs for teaching ICT. The 3 inputs consist of people, resources, and information.
The 3 inputs for teaching ICT. First is people, that consist of teacher and target students. Second is resources, consist of equipments used in teaching ICT like computers, smartphones, and gadgets. In these resources, teachers get information, the third input, that utilize the knowledge and skills of students in learning ICT.
Good day! Today, I'm discussing you about the implement teaching. Implement means put into effect according to or by means of particular plan or procedure. So basically, implement teaching is about delivering your knowledge to your student more efficiently.
I have few strategies and techniques on how will you implement your topics into your students. The first one is flexible grouping. This method allows students to work in groups with peers who are dissimilar to them. Teachers tend to use flexible grouping because it provides students with the opportunity to work with others that have similar learning style, readiness, or interests. Depending upon the purpose of the lesson, teachers can plan their activities based on the students' attributes. Then, use flexible grouping to group students accordingly. The key to flexible grouping is to make sure that the groups are not static. Oftentimes, teachers tend to group students according to their ability in the beginning of the school year and then never change the makeup of the group. This is not an effective technique, and this stagnation will only hinder a child from progressing. Next is learning centers. Learning centers are stations which contains variety of materials where students can explore topics or practice skills on their own. By their very nature, they are flexible and can address many learners' needs. Learning centers offer teachers the opportunity to present the same information in variety of different ways that engage all students. Next is tiered assignments. Tiered assignments being arranged. So basically, it is the activities relates to the students' readiness, level, and key skills that they need to acquire. Both formal and informal assessment must be given to determine the level of understanding a student has on the subject matter. Activities can be designed for small groups or individuals. Many teachers find that this differentiated instructional strategy is a great way for students to reach the same goals by taking into account each student's individual needs. Next is adjusting question. An easy tool teacher can use to help students meet with success is to adjust discussion question according to the student's readiness or ability level. This adjusts their question and level of complexity based on what fits the particular child. Next is choice activities. When students are given a choice of what they want to learn, it can be a great motivator. Teachers can give options based on students' interests or learning styles. They can also be given choices as to what will be learned or how they will be learned the information. Options can include activities, learning centers, small groups, games, or others. Choice activities are well known for improving students' motivation based on their own needs. And lastly, constructive feedback accelerates implementation by providing formative assessment through the learning and implementation process. It provides specific information to assess practice in a relationship to establish expectation and to adjust practice so that it more closely with those expectations. The example of this is reflections.
Hello, so now I'm going to discuss about select teaching strategies. So what is teaching strategies? It refers to methods used to help students learn the desired course content and be able to develop achievable goals in the future.
There are 4 effective teaching methods in implementing ICT: discussions, experiential learning, games, experiments, simulations, and team-based learning. Discussions can be an excellent strategy for enhancing student motivation, fostering intellectual agility, and encouraging democratic habits. They create opportunities for students to practice and sharpen a number of skills, including the ability to articulate and defend positions, consider different points of view, and enlist and evaluate evidence. Experiential learning is a method of educating through first-hand experience. Skills, knowledge, and experience are acquired outside of the traditional academic classroom setting and may include internships, studies abroad, field trips, field research, and service learning projects. Games, experiments, and simulations
can be rich learning environments for students. Students today have grown up playing games and using interactive tools such as the internet, phones, and other appliances. Games and simulations enable students to solve real-world problems in a safe environment and enjoy themselves while doing so. And lastly, team-based learning is a structured form of small group learning that emphasizes students' preparation out of class and application of knowledge in class. Students are organized strategically into diverse teams of 5 to 7 students to work together throughout the class.
Good day! I'm here today to discuss about e-learning. So, understanding e-learning is simple. It is utilizing technology to access educational curriculum outside of a traditional classroom. So, by the help of the modern technology nowadays, we can now access education by means of computers, smartphones, and other gadgets.
Benefits of e-learning. First, 24/7 accessibility. You can now access to your studies through the help of your smartphones and other gadgets, and also by the help of the internet. So the next one is cost-effective, because it will save you more money because you don't need to travel to school, and also you don't need to pay other school fees. And the next one is the methods of e-learning. So first is learner-centered content. So you must give your learners what is needed and the role and responsibility in his or her future professional life. So the next one is personalization. Your topic must be customizable because you'll be engaging with different kinds of students and they have unique way of thinking. So the last one is strategy of e-learning. So engaging group collaboration. You must provide some group activities to your student in order for the learner to improve his or her relation to others learners. Thank you for listening.
Hello, today I will discuss the main topic, evaluation. What is evaluation? Evaluation is an information that will guide you in your future teachings.
The first one is student evaluation and feedback. This is the rich and valuable source of information for both formative and summative purposes. It can be a survey, minute papers, focus groups, and student consultation. It can also be a short or long questionnaires are the most commonly used student evaluation methodologies. This is the key component in teaching framework because in the eyes of a learner, they can see you and you can adjust on what point of view they will learn to you on how to become an effective teacher. The second one is peer observation review. Colleagues from your own and other disciplines are often a good source of data for evaluating your teaching and units. With this method, it will provide you a professional feedback and guidance. It can also provide you in many aspects of teaching that may be improved.